Night.
His first pitch might have a good idea of what, and you live and die with number one, right? But the hitters start recognizing that, and he's got to be careful. So sometimes you got to come out and maybe spin a breaking ball in that first at bat. Good curveball there.
From Toronto. Slowly to short, Baez. And nice dig out of the dirt by Torkelson for the first out.
Ty, you got to try to avoid the middle of the plate.
He will try and do that against Corey Seager, who follows the first pitch back. Ground ball into the shift. Baez for the second time tonight. 2 away.
There's expectations there, and sometimes managers are the ones to have to bring it out in players. That kind of money, believing in them. Players still have to go out and play the game, though. It doesn't matter what your contract says. That's the one equality in baseball is once you put on the uniform across the white lines.
Doesn't longer young. He's 29 years old. Up high.
Going to do a throw here with 2 strikes. Can he paint that outside corner? Good
Torkelson
job.
will take it himself. 3 ground ball outs in the
to normal. And what will help with that is the guys having a little bit of fun off the diamond, and then on the diamond is hopefully where that'll translate. Point of champion on the coach's side and take on whichever player might win. But they're striving to have a little bit more fun, come together, build some, trying to work himself out of the funk that he's in.
Calhoun pokes one softly to left center, and it'll drop.
He understands why fans are upset right now. He's upset with himself. He's trying to get himself going. He owns
to do, and I think some of the things that can really go south is when players press and expect it more than good. It's just a matter of getting that bat going.
Jack, to that point, Simo said on there yesterday that hitter
believe is anybody that have the microphone available right now. And for me, when I reflect back on those tough times, it's remembering how much fun baseball can be. It's that if you're a pitcher, you just have to hope it happens.
I get that, and I think you and Gibby and Craig Monroe and Dan Petrie,
you know, staying in the zone. Have you seen yourself go to right field a couple times? Because that's what you've done in various other clubs. Himself, we kind of had a powwow between us as 2 veteran guys, and we actually held a team meeting to let them know that we see.
Waiting on a 1-2. It's low, 2-2. Brieske gives up the leadoff single to Cole Calhoun. Gets Heim on the pop-up. They play him to pull, and he sends one to deep right center field. Willie Castro is over. He's got it. A tag from Calhoun to move up to second with a head first.
He took a chance and took off, and he got that extra 90 feet. That's one thing the Rangers are doing well.
In position, Ezekiel Duran waits on the 1-0. A chopper to short. Baez throws him out, and Brieske strands one.
The heart of the plate is where he's given up a lot of damage so far in his early career, and for him to be able to hit
the hitter, then Leody Taveras, and then the top of the order in Marcus Semien. Another easy one for Spencer Torkelson. Takes it unassisted, 1 away. 4th game with the Rangers this year.
I'm going to take you back to the first out of the inning here, right? Off-speed pitch down bottom of the zone. Actually, easy ground ball to the right side. That's something I think we're seeing the development of Beau Brieske. Here's a guy that really came with power.
Even at 1-1 to Taveras. Taveras pops it up. Left field. Grossman giving chase, but out of play.
Then you are? You better be ready.
Another one grounded foul.
Now, I know I can hear all my ex-teammates saying, Jack, we have hands. We trust ourselves.
We have soft hands.
You're a pitcher. Right.
Because that's how you warmed up, right?
I did. I took a lot of ground balls. It was fun for me.
Strike 3 called. That's the first of the night for Beau Brieske. 2 away.
Pretty generous call there again by Jose Navas. Was partly in the strike zone.
You could argue that the changeup for.
Now, I don't think there's anybody that starts throwing a changeup with the idea that that's going to be my bread and butter strikeout pitch.
On the inside corner to Semien, who didn't like that call. 1-2. Strikes out Marcus Semien to end the inning. Second time Brieske.
And all it was a catch and tag. So well executed defense, but I don't blame Ramon Santiago one bit for taking the chance and forcing the issue. I was thinking roll around tag, so he's back behind the dish, and that's a good sign.
And as usual, 5 himself after that throw out. Quickly behind 0-2 to Beau Brieske, though.
And curveballs down in the bottom of the zone. There's a curveball there that he made sure was going to be down.
In the dirt, 2-2.
You might ask yourself, why is he throwing so many? And if a hitter's that aggressive that he's going to chase it, you will stay there all day long. Keeps him honest with the fastball right there. 94-mile-an-hour fastball, inner third, not over the middle. Side. Looks like he's going down and away.
Struck him out.
Well, it's a case where he missed his spot, but he still had a good result. This was a slider.
Calhoun has the lone Texas hit so far tonight. On the corner to make it 1-1. Calhoun played in Arizona a year ago. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. And he led the Diamondbacks in home out in Los Angeles. Here's the 1-2. Outside. Drills it foul. Another 2-2 inside.
We talked about Perez and how he has moved the ball in and around this. Just don't become predictable.
Ground ball foul.
You get a 3-2 count, though. This is always what you have to keep in the back of your mind. Scoreless game. First base on a walk.
Ground ball left side. Harold Castro in the dirt and dug out of there by Torkelson. That's 9 in a row retired by Beau. And Ezekiel Duran for Texas against Beau Brieske. With Hall of Famer Jack Morris and American League champ Craig Monroe. Rangers have won 5 of the last 6 series. Beautifully laid down. Nobody there and no play. Heim is aboard with a bunt single to start the 5th.
And now you get some traffic on the base path for your teammates.
There's a bullet to center. Back-to-back singles for Texas here in the 5th. Well, you think a lot of that has to
lay down that bunt because they're scuffling a little bit.
Yeah, and catchers never bunt, do they? I mean, that's another one of those.
First time up.
Step on the bag.
There's one.
Fell where you keep your feet in, it's good, right?
Right.
It doesn't work that way.
That's a good example too. Right. That's where that.
Still understanding soft and hard, and in and out, and up and down, and all those things. Boy, that was a pitch. We've seen pretty much a favorable strike zone. The big crowds in the major league fields affect him. He knows that pitching is still the same, whether you're in minor leagues, the big leagues. For him, now, that's all that mattered to me.
Duran
catch it
on a line. There's one. There's two. They'll take the double play this time. Heim got venturing off too far from second. Miller swings through it. Tigers playing him to pull. We've seen Jonathan Scope deep at second base throughout this homestand in these types of.
Right down the middle of the plate. He had a little giddy up on it. 95, 94.
Gets on the hitter quickly.
Got him. The changeup works. Strikeout number 4 for Beau Brieske ends the 5th for Texas. We are scoreless. Simo, we'll see you on Tigers Live with Mickey York. Always a Texas, right? But
it's been a cool evening.
It is. It's been a good pitcher's battle. Brieske gets Leody Taveras to pop up to center on the first.
And that last one pitch out really helps him maybe get deeper into a ball game. Hopefully.
Out 4, allowed just 3 hits, and 2 of them came in the last inning in the first. Low and away, it's 3-0.
Semien and Seager coming up here. They got to respect what they can do with the bat in their hands.
Draws a 1-out walk. That is the first walk allowed.
Somebody has to stay close enough to second base, and that'd be Javi Baez.
First pitch is outside, 1-0. Have to be careful with Seager. His 13 home runs leads all shortstops.
That changes the dynamics of this half inning.
And a strike to Seager.
Yeah, communication is always important in this game.
This one's popped up. Long run for Harold Castro and Beau Brieske. They dodge
He's
back
got a
off.
cut on his elbow. I don't know if you picked that up there on his left elbow.
Seager turns on one, sends it to deep right field, but that ball is foul.
Thank you.
There was a mutter. His mother was a mutter. What did I say? It's 3-2.
Good take right there. That's quality pitch. Somewhere down and away.
Seager draws a walk. And he'll steal
a break by picking off Semien. That's the difference in these close games.
Missed inside, and it's 1-1 to Adolis Garcia.
Almost committed to that pitch, and it would have been an easy broken bat ground ball.
Popped it up.
Staying
in front of the Texas dugout. Torkelson reaches, he's got it!
Wow! Sometimes that matters the most. In this particular point, getting that leadoff man. If your team just scored, it's
fouled away. This is the 3rd time.
A little bit of character and what he's all about.
Strikes out Calhoun to start the 7th.
That's just a great. You want to stay in the game? That's a great way to do it, right?
There's a piece of kindling for you. Works too. Up high, 1-1.
Harold is off the line.
Grounds it foul.
If he's going to do it again.
That's a legitimate point, Jack, because Heim has. See ya.
He's dialed in, man. It's been fun to watch.
Nathaniel Lowe singled his last time up and looks at strike 1. Missed outside, 1-1. Michael Fulmer begins to warm for Detroit.
Yeah, he's AJ's 8th inning guy. That's the way. With an out here.
Strike 2 on the swing and miss.
He's really locked in. It's just kind of fun to watch this. There's his pitch.
Fouled away by Lowe.
I don't know if you noticed it, but I noticed it there. Beau took a thing, but I'm just so in tune with what he's doing that I can see it happening. He wants the strikeout, but now he's got to just accept the.
Just missed the outside corner to make it a full. Tapped foul. Ground ball left side, Harold Castro. A dominant performance for Beau Brieske.